Welcome to our YouTube channel, The Turn is Flipside.
Today, Susan, my neighbor, and I are having our face painted for Dia de Muertos, the Day of the Dead. And while you are watching the details of how they do these intricate and beautiful designs, Daryl is going to give you a little bit of history of what Dia de Muertos is about and how it came about.
In pre-Hispanic times, the cult of death was one of the basic elements of the culture. When someone died, they were buried, wrapped in a mat, and their relatives organized a party to guide them on their journey to Mictlan. They also placed food that they liked in life in the belief that they might become hungry. In the indigenous view, Dia del Muerto, or Day of the Dead, implies the temporary return of the souls of the deceased who return home to the world of the living to live with their relatives and to nourish themselves with the essence of the food offered to them on their altars placed in their honor. In this celebration of the Day of the Dead, death does not represent an absence, but a living presence. Death is a symbol of life that materializes in the altar offered. In this sense, it is a celebration that carries great popular significance, since it includes various meanings from the philosophical to the material. Its origin is located in the harmony between the celebration of Catholic religious rituals brought by the Spanish and the commemoration of the Day of the Dead that the indigenous people carried out since pre-Hispanic times. The ancient mixtas and other native peoples of Mexico transferred the veneration of their dead to the Christian calendar, which coincided with the end of the agricultural cycle of corn, the country's main food crop. The celebration of the Day of the Dead takes place on November 1st and 2nd, as it is divided into categories. According to the Catholic calendar, November 1st corresponds to All Saints' Day, a day dedicated to the little dead or children, and November 2nd to the faithful departed, that is, to adults. Every year, many families place offerings and altars decorated with marigold flowers, confetti, sugar skulls, bread of the dead, mole, or some dish that their relatives liked to whom the offering is dedicated. And just like in pre-Hispanic times, incense is placed to aromatize the place. The festivities also include decorating graves with flowers and often making altars on the tombstones, which in indigenous times had great significance because it was thought to help guide the souls to a good path after death. Tradition also indicates that to facilitate the return of souls to earth, petals of cempasúchil flowers must be scattered and candles placed along the path they'll take so that these souls do not get lost and reach their destination. In ancient times, this path led from the family home to the Parthenon or graveyard where their loved ones rested.
And as a little side reference, if anyone has ever seen the animated movie Coco, which is a Pixar Disney production, it explains all of this in vivid detail and is also very entertaining. So it's a lot easier to grasp the concept when you're watching that movie. But I do want to emphasize that in this culture, the Hispanic, Mexican culture, they take this celebration very seriously, and it is not, like lighthearted like in the United States we celebrate Halloween. But in this culture, Dia de Muertos is a very spiritual experience, and is not to be taken lightly. And one of the things that they do is that they kind of emulate or mimic the spirits on the other side, so that the face painting, it sort of looks kind of like a would you say a deceased or
An idealization of a dead person.
yeah. But when you see these renditions, some of them are so elaborate and so beautiful and so gorgeous that it's just, we wanted to show the technique of how they go about doing this, painting the face, and talk a little bit more about the significance of that. And one of the things that you'll see when they have the celebrations or the parades is you'll see the catrinas is what they're called, right? And so it's the women, their faces are painted similar to what these young ladies are doing to me, and some of them are so elaborate and so gorgeous, and then they're dressed in beautiful costumes or dresses. It's really quite fascinating, this whole cultural thing, and it's an annual celebration. They celebrate it every year. What's the date?
November 1st and 2nd, although the celebrations can extend both before and beyond those dates.
Yeah. So this is our first time having our faces painted, or this is my first time having my face painted for this particular celebration. Usually we are just filming the beautiful parades and the displays and all that, and we will be doing that again this year. But I did want to do this piece showing these young ladies doing the face paint and how intricate it is and detailed they are with this art piece, So. coming up on the finished product of my design. They're about to be finished. And then I want to introduce these beautiful young ladies and have them tell you where they have a studio where they actually do this makeup. And it's located in Chapala, where we actually live. We live kind of like in the suburb of Chapala, not Chapala Central, but it's very close. It's like 5 minutes, 10 minutes bike ride from where we live. And I'm going to post the address or their Facebook account, so that if you're in the area, you can visit them and have your face painted during this time.
Do you want something else?
Oh, I think that's good.
Yeah.
I know that. Or, I don't know. I think it's good. Don't you think it's good?
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah.
Well, gracias a ustedes. Okay, that's it.
I'm going to get them to stand on either side and get a shot.
Okay. And then, so, señoritas, por favor. So,
Wait up.
okay, so, tell me your names.
In English or Spanish? That's just gonna
You can do both.
Okay.
Because some of our audience
Let
is
me
at
try.
home.
Only my name or what's
Your name. Ana.
Okay, I want to say my name only?
Sí, sí.
Oh, my name is Fernanda.
Fernanda.
Fernanda, yes.
Okay.
And my name is Juliana. Have a sister. Yeah.
Julia. Are you sisters?
Yes.
Oh.
I have a sister.
And how long have you been doing this kind of work? How long?
4 or 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
And where is your studio located?
It's right here in Chapala. With the address, I don't remember that in English, but it's
Well, just give it in Spanish.
Flavio Romero de Velasco, junto al Centro de Salud de Chapala.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much. You've
No,
done
thank you for
a marvelous job.
Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Gracias por todo.
Hey, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Adios.